Okay, thanks for joining everyone. So this is our first training session of this year. So welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be going through or touching base on some tools to help optimize your SEO, your on-page SEO. So we've gone through that previously on how to create some pages on your website, specifically with SEO in mind, and you're thinking about keywords and using those keywords to rank higher in the Google ranks. All right, so this particular tool here, our MarketMuse, there's lots of tools that can do this. This is just one particular one, and we're intending to make this available to you so that you can try and improve your article writing. So once you jump straight in and log into MarketMuse, there's an Optimize option here. This is what we're looking at, and we'll type in a keyword that we're interested in. So we spoke about those before. You're trying to find a keyword, something that you know your clients are potentially searching for. So the one I'm looking at today is farmhouse style home. We've already got an article written for that. We're just going to try and improve that article. But what you can also do is just type in your keywords into here, and you click on the run button. And I've also pasted in the URL for this website here as well. It might just take a moment for that to load. So this is the web page here that I've pasted in. I'll just grab the URL from the top. So we're just going to try and improve this article. So by typing in our keyword and then the URL in here, hitting that run fetch button, it's pulled in all the content. But what I've found is that some of the content is missed. So I'm just going to repaste that back in. I'll delete that out and I'll cut and paste it directly from the site. It may work for you. I just noticed on this particular one, it did miss a few paragraphs for some reason. So I'll copy that out with Control-C and I'll paste that into here. All right, so what we're trying to do is improve this article, but you could actually just start writing from scratch in here as well. And you would use these research items on the right-hand side to help you write your article or help you flesh it out. So with this article here, we've typed in our keyword, and MarketMuse has gone through and it's got some intelligence in the background, which is trying to work out what sort of keywords we should use throughout this article. So it's done that by looking at, say, the top 20 websites that rank for this keyword and work out what keywords they're using and prompt you to try and beat those. So put in more of those keywords, hopefully in a better article, better content. And just to demonstrate how that works here. So farmhouse style home, that's our keyword there, farmhouse style home. It's actually telling us that we don't have that keyword in our article at all anywhere. So we've got it as 0, and it's suggesting that we at least put 1 to 2 of these keywords in. So we need to somehow put in farmhouse style home into our article 1 to 2 times. Up the top here, we can see that we've got a content score. So each one of these items down here, it'll give us a rank for that. So we've got a score out of 18. The average out of the top 20 websites for this keyword is 29. And it's suggesting that we need to try and target 49 to get a higher rank than these other pages. Just here's some more useful information as well. It's saying that our word count for our article is 498. They're telling us to target 4,000. So we need to write a lot more content in this to make it worthwhile. And that's the average of the top 20 pages. All right, so as we're typing, these little numbers will change. So we try and add some text into here to suit. So I'm just looking at this farmhouse style home keyword here. We've got a score of 0 at the moment. So we might change that to farmhouse style. We'll take out dream. You can see it's highlighted that to let us know that that's one of our keywords that we're trying to target here. We've now hit the 1 to 2 as suggested. So our content score has also gone up. All right, so it's a matter of sort of working through these words. You do need to use some common sense because some of them might not relate in any way. You can either try and put it into this article, or you might find one of these might give you an idea on another article you might flesh out totally separate to this. All right, so see what else we can add in. So farmhouse plan, see if we can get that in there somehow. All right, so we've hit another keyword there, and our content score has just gone up. So it is a matter of just working through this. So you don't want to spam your keywords in there. Just by putting the words in there, you're not going to improve your ranks in Google, because Google has algorithms to make sure that you have good content, quality content. So you might find something like, oh, American farmhouse is not going to suit us at all. Maybe country living, you might create a whole new topic for this. You might create a heading called country living and then talk about country living inside that paragraph. All right, so we'll continue down here a bit further. All right, so again, we've just hit some more of these keywords. All right, so you can see what we're doing there. We're just trying to pad this out to hit these keywords on target. So the more of these we can get, the more our article may rank based on those keywords. Now, what we can also do here up the top, this is our research button. There's a feed, which is a very similar view. It just gives you a bit of a tick to let you know you've ticked off some of these things. But the compete option, this is listing the top 20 pages for our keyword farmhouse style home. So you might like to click on one of these and you can compare ourselves or compare your website against this one that we're looking at. So we're actually looking like we're doing a bit better than that one. So hopefully in time, as we improve this article, we'll improve in the ranks. Let's try and look at another one. You can see this one's got a score of 14 and it's got a word count of 1,600. All right, so you can see the things that they're doing better than us. They've got 3 to 10. For the word kitchen, we've only got 1 to 2 kitchen words inside our article. Yeah, even the word house, we're not using all that much either. So we need to get that in there. Might look at number 1, who's got a score of 37. So you can see there's a few interesting terms in there. Shiplap, they're using quite a lot, and we're not using that. So if we wanted to, we could try and fit that in there somewhere. Maybe using shiplap. All right, so we've just hit that one as well. So if you're looking at another website that you're trying to do better than in the search engine ranks, you can look at the scores that they're getting and try and duplicate their content. You really need to make it, or duplicate their keywords. You need to make sure that your content's obviously different, but make sure you hit all of those keywords to try and rank higher in the Google search. All right, so that's pretty much all there is to that tool. It's just a way to try and suggest these keywords for you. Once you're finished, probably the best way to get this out is just to copy and paste it. So we can copy it from here, Control C, and we'll paste that back into your website admin panel. All right, so SEO is still a very cost-effective way of getting clients to your website. So obviously you can do Google pay per click or Facebook ads, but SEO is still very relevant. It's a long-term strategy. So if you work on an article like this, you might not see the results for a few months, but in time, especially if you're writing more and more of these articles, you'll get more traffic from Google. I guess just to let you know that our INH site as a whole, we're still getting well over 50% of our traffic directly from Google searches. So that's everything else, Google Pay, Facebook ads, links from EMS. Everywhere else is still very minor compared to our SEO efforts in Google. All right, would anyone have any questions about that tool or what we're trying to do here with the SEO?
Tim, I've got a question. When you say Google, you're talking about all search engines, I'm guessing?
No, I'm actually just talking about Google itself. So there's some other search engines, Bing is one of those, but they're not used anywhere near as much as Google.
Sure,
So,
but the effort you make here to optimize your content will improve the SEO in all the engines.
yeah, that's right. So we submit our sitemap to these sites, to Google especially, but all the others are also indexing this page. So the effort that you're putting in here is indexed across all of the search engines. So it's, yeah, it's killing multiple birds with one stone. So yeah, everything you do is being indexed by all the search engines, correct?
Mm.
So if you're improving for Google, you're improving for the others as well.
Mm.
All right, so we may have a question here. We've got Hitina Kumar. I'll let you talk there, Kumar, if you've got a question.
Tim, how are you?
Yeah, well, thanks. How are you doing?
Good, mate. Good. Just joined a few minutes late.
Sure.
Just back to these articles are already done by head office, or just a quick brief on the starting, if you can.
Well, head office does have some of these articles, but
Yeah.
you do need to write your own content as well. So it's about trying to get new, fresh content that's relevant to your business onto your website. So if you can make something interesting on your own site, on your own topic, that's the best way to get traffic to your site. So you can use this tool to improve something you've already written, or you could even use it to start helping you to flesh out a brand new article as well. Yep. So you would do that by typing in your keyword at the top, and it'll give you some suggestions based on other top performing sites that you can use to try and, or use those keywords to try and flesh out your article.
Great, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you provide a list of keywords that our builders would do well to target?
I can. I don't have one handy at the moment, but I can certainly put one of those together for everyone.
Thank you. That'll be a fast track way to get the right outcome quickly. So,
yes, yep.
DJ.
Yeah, mate, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. The only way to do this well is if each of us as builders are doing something quite unique on our sites. It's impossible for us corporately to provide the content. Angela's doing this for some of the builders through a service hub model where she's writing content onto their websites for them. And then some of the builders are obviously doing this in-house or they have someone else. But as Tim's pointed out, it's a long-term game, but it's one that pays off in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, if you are writing your own content, that's the only way for it to actually work for you. If you're copying and pasting content from someone else, you're not going to get the benefits. So the term used to be that you get penalized from Google for doing that. It's not actually penalized, but your page just won't rank in the Google search engines. So although you might be able to use the content for, let's say, email marketing or something like that, you're getting no SEO benefits if you're copying from somewhere else.
Yeah.
If the content's copied, is this software flagging that?
It's not doing that, no. So yeah, it's not checking for any copyright issues there. So obviously if you're copying and pasting from another website, you'd be aware that you're doing that yourself. But yeah, it's certainly not doing anyone any favors by doing that.
Yeah, you might as well not bother.
Exactly, yeah. There's no point doing it if you're just going to copy it because you won't get any benefit out of that at all. So we can see here, we've historically said if you're writing news articles, you might target something around a 500 or 600 word count. But using this tool also, it's suggesting that you might need to target some contents a bit larger than that. So this is suggesting we need an article of about 4,000 to rank highly for these sets of keywords. So that's based on the other sites that are performing well in the Google ranks. So it's interrogating those and getting averages out of those to try and work out the optimum amount of words you would need.
And Tim, what are we proposing to give everyone a login for this tool?
Yeah, that's right. So it's a credit-based system. So we're looking at making some credits available to use that. We may not be able to have separate logins, but we may just be able to have a corporate login, and we can use the credits throughout our group.
Sure.
All right, I've got a question from Craig here as well. So yeah, Craig's asked just that question, I think, as well. So he's just asking whether it's going to be available to the integrity group. So yeah, that's right, Craig. So we're intending to make that available to our integrity group, more than likely paid for by the cooperative fund. But we'll come back to you in the next week or so and let you know how that will work out. All right, that might be all for the questions for now.
Yep.
Very good. All right, so if anyone's got any questions on SEO or using this tool, please let me know, just via email or in Workplace. So I will get this video back onto Workplace for everyone to review at a later date, and any logins that we have in the future as well. All right, well, thank you for joining, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.